This is the Bloody Crypt on normal. Before I start the quest, I want to show you the flagging. So we just completed the 4 level 5 flagging quests. It's very important when you get your end rewards here that you don't retake the quest. The reason is that once you retake the quest, you will not be able to run the run the quest, the Bloody Crypt. All right, so this is a nice item. So this is the first time we've seen this Magma Surge Guard with fire absorption. They're calling that Magmatic for the prefix. So that's kind of neat. It does a some sort of a guard plus fire absorption. So I'm going to take this. It's level 6 armor. Um, has negative resistance 10. It's kind of interesting. So take the quest. Do not retake it yet. Once we run the other quest, we will. All right. So then same thing for each of these quests. Just take your end reward. Oh, here's another one. Shadowy, Diversion and Hide, Windswept, which is Air Guard and Electric. That's pretty cool. Um, I almost think I almost think I want to sell that. Electric absorb, electric resistance, and air guard. So I'm gonna put that on the auction house. All right, and this is not a quest giver. This is the guy that gave us our trinket of the silver flame. I was gonna stick this on the auction house, see if I can get 5,000 for it. Um, again, it's somebody that's a new player at level 6, probably isn't getting this good of loot yet. All right, I'm gonna stick it for 39.99, 4,000, and we'll just give it 8 hours because if it doesn't sell in 8 hours, it's probably not going to sell. And same thing, grab this quest, but don't repeat it. All right, well, this is very interesting. This is Silver Undead Bane, and this is actually very interesting for the quest we're taking because um, the end boss in this one is not a zombie; it's a vampire, and he has damage reduction if you don't have silver. So you need a silver weapon to get around it, which we don't have currently. But it's not going to be too bad on normal and hard, and then by the time we get to Reaper, we'll have a weapon that's silver that we get automatically from the Ravenloft Wilderness. So I'm going to take this. This might be something I could sell. It's certainly the best weapon. And again, remember, never, don't repeat these. You're used to repeating these. It's an easy way to get thrown off. All right, nothing too interesting here, so I'm just going to grab one. And I guess I better, there's a lot of chests in this quest, so I guess I better sell real quick here before I take the quest. And we can only sell one weapon at a time, so I'm going to keep that. So once you take those 4 quests, this will be available to you. And so we just take that quest and run this. And so when we run that and take our end reward, at that point we'll get credit and we'll be able to retake the other quests. But it's very important you don't take the quest because it messes up the flagging for this chain. And that's really an issue for all these Necropolis quests. And the quest itself is kind of on the top of this hill. You just sort of circle your way around. And I'm going to remove this banking character I forgot from the last flagging quest because he's not high enough level for this. This is a level 6 quest, so would need to be level 4 to get in here. And anyways, I'm only using him for the quest that requires extra players, so we can solo it. Alright, so this is the quest.
That's fluttering over your head in this dark, cramped space.
It looks like a maze, but it's more linear than it appears. And you'll want to be opening your map frequently for this one. And when you get up here, one way you can't proceed, it's not yet open, and then the other way takes you to the center. If you look on the map, right, you're just kind of north. And then when you go to this South Passage, it's as always in these quests, an ambush.
The room might also contain a way to activate them.
And there are 4 runes, so you just, or 4 levers, so you just pull all 4 levers, and that will open the way east and west, and then we're going to have to clear those ways one at a time. And so it's good to know how to solo these, because oftentimes when you run this quest with another person, to speed it up, they're going to want you to solo one side, and they're going to solo the other side. So it's good to know how to solo this quest. Alright, so it doesn't matter which we do first, we'll just go west. And even though there's 2 sides, there's actually 4 paths here, representing each of the quests we just ran, and you can see the Crimson Heart, Burning Heart, Immortal Heart, Sanguine Heart. And then once you get here, you're going to have a northwest and southwest passage. It doesn't matter which we do first, we'll do southwest. And again, these appear to be sort of maze-like, but they're pretty linear. If you feel lost, just open up your map, and you can see where you haven't been yet. So yeah, this is one quest where it's pretty important to and watch for chests. There are chests all over the place, and it's very likely it's easy to miss them. In fact, probably every time I run this quest, I'm probably missing at least one chest. So you kind of open your map, and you can sort of see, you just find a way you can go. So here we can go this way. And along these path, you're going to eventually find, so there's going to be this sort of center area on the map you can see that is going to be blocked off, and you have to pull a lever, find the lever, to be able to do it. You could actually, it's always the same, so you can look on DDO wiki. I usually just circle around. It's usually kind of at one of the ends. And there it is, and usually you get an ambush here too, and sometimes they're optional rare. Once you pull the lever, then you have to run to the middle, and there's in the middle there's an altar-ish type thing that you need to purify here. And of course, usually this is your biggest ambush yet. calling them burning locks. So we'll have to wait till this damage stops. But you could actually have your hireling, I think, do it. There you go. And then, so that's you can see that's the southeast, and now we just kind of follow the map. Usually I just try to find the shortest path. And so 1 of 4 is done. It's a longish quest.
The burning path.
And then we'll do the northeast, or northwest, I'm sorry, not east. There could be chests in these little alcoves. You know, they're not going to have named items, so if you find yourself plat max and you just don't care, then you can just not worry about looking for them. Save a little time. And they're not mandatory; they're just, you know, random loot chests. Like this guy right here. All right, now I don't remember off the top of my head where the proper path is here. It's sort of a circle
path.
around the around the lock that you have to, the burning lock that you have to, or the lock. This is probably whichever path we're on that lock. But it's a big circle, so you eventually get to where you want to get to. But again, if you look on DDO Wiki, you can see where the shortest path is, but they all lead to pretty much the same place. Here's where the lock that's sort of sealed off right now. So we need to find the lever to get that sealed off lock. And there it is. And no chest there, but there's frequently a chest next to the levers. And there might be a chest in this room too, so you can just kind of peek around if you want the chest. And so now we're done with the northwest side.
The crimson
And you
path.
can see it's like a little bit to the west of the other path. And the other side's going to look like almost a mirror image of this side. Once we clear the other two hearts, or other two locks, we'll be able to go to the end fight and face the vampire.
The burning path.
All right, I'm going too far. So if you look on the map, I was heading back to the
burning path.
southwest lock. Alright, now we're heading back to the middle, and you can see the shrine in the middle. Once the end area opens up, you can't really use that shrine, so you're going to want a shrine before you open it up. So, now is probably a fine time to shrine. If you want to use it, you're about halfway. There are shrines on both sides. You just have to kind of find them. They're sort of the same place as the levers. If you don't find them, keep circling around and you'll eventually find the levers. I'm not going to bother because I've got plenty of cookies left. All right, and yeah, you have your northeast and
The
southeast
immortal path.
paths. We'll go ahead and go down the southeast path. Yeah, when running these things 2 levels above on either normal or hard, you have a really good chance of getting, there you go, chest and a collectible. You have a really good chance of getting remnant chests on those orange names. They're almost always champions on Elite or on Reaper. Champions, they have a really good drop rate on the chests, the orange names. So um, that it won't be till our 3rd life that we would do that. So we're, since we're opening on normal and hard, we can't get the bravery. So or normal and hard. We're focusing on going 4 levels above. All right, so we want to go the path not taken. You can kind of see. We want to go south here. And then you can kind of see the path we haven't gone yet, where the lever must be is kind of the end here. Another chest, just tons of chests in this quest. Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. And you can just keep a quick eye out for a chest here if you want it. And then it looks like the fastest way back is this way.
The immortal path.
And this is a level 6 quest. The reason we're running this now is because we need to run the level 5s on hard. And so we're going to run the this on hard next level, and then we'll run the other ones on elite, or Reaper rather, and then we'll run this one Reaper one level above. All right, so we found the shrine. But we really don't need to use it. I still have 4 minutes and then another 15 minutes of clickies on my expeditious retreat.
The Sanguine Path.
There's the lock. Yeah, these guys can neg level. The whites can neg level us. They haven't been, surprisingly. I think because we have good saves, or they're just not getting to 20s. I'm not sure if there even is a save on it. It might just be if they get a 20, it's automatic. But we're killing them pretty quick. But if we get a neg level, we just use our remove disease, and then if we're getting so many, we'll have to use shrines to bring them back. But it hasn't been so bad. It'll probably be worse on Reaper because we'll get more hits, you know, because it'll take longer to take them down. Yeah, I'm not sure if that ran out or if that got dispelled. That might have been dispelled my expeditious retreat, but no worries. We're almost done. All right, and the final lock, final ambush. So we were getting that lock sound because there was still an enemy we didn't kill, and it eventually revealed itself. Didn't necessarily take the fastest way back there, but that's fine. All right, and so we're just going to head north.
The Sanguine Path.
And then head west back to the center. Once we get to the center, there's going to be a vampire fight, and there's going to be. It's kind of interesting. There's going to be a bunch of coffins, and one of those coffins has his bloody heart in it, and so we need to find that coffin. So the only way we can kill him is by finding that heart. So with this build, with our spot check, and I'm not sure about True Seeing, I'm going to stick it on just in case. We'll be able to, whoops, I went too far. We'll be able to find it easy. Normally, if you don't have a good spot check, you'd have to click on every one of those to figure out which one it is. But we could just run by and we'll get like a message indicating that we spotted something, and then we click on that one and go to the end fight. So it saves quite a bit of time because it's very helpful because the mobs respawn. We don't have a damage reduction or a way to get around his damage reduction, but we will for when we get to Reaper. All right, so before I get in this fight, I'm gonna stick on my mantle. I'm gonna I'm going to put my spot goggles on because this, not too. All right, and
The Black Abbot's projection
now I'm just going
floats
to
in
walk by,
midair,
kind
deep
of walk
in
by these
conversation with his
and wait
prophet
for a
of
message.
blood.
Nothing there, so it's not there. Now I'll go to this level here. Nope, and it could be on the bottom, so I'm going to walk by the bottom. And then I'll walk by the bottom. And we'll get respawns here. That's why it's good to have this ability, not have to. Otherwise, you'd have to, if we didn't have this, we would have to literally click on each of these chests, top and bottom, or each of these coffins, top and bottom, to find it. All right, so not on the first two levels, so we're going to go here to this top level on both sides until we find it. And if for some reason our spot's not good enough, I guess I can put my human skill boost. Then we would have to click on each one, but I'm pretty sure it should be good enough. Maybe not. Did I miss anything? Yes, I missed the third level. Let's see, we did that level, and we did not do this level here. So how do we get to that level? Oh, I see.
The stones at
All
your
right.
feet are worn. The stones at your feet are
So you
worn
see that message,
smooth.
so it's one of these two. And then you can see you get that message, which means you found it. And once you've done that, then you could fight the vampire. He does have silver. He does have damage reduction, unless you have a silver weapon. But on normal, it won't be too bad. You can see we're taking it down pretty quick. Those yellow numbers are because we don't have a silver weapon.
The black prophet falls, his body turning to ash on the ground.
That's why that crossbow we have is pretty cool. All right, now we get this. That ends it, and you can take your silver flame trinket, or if you took the other one, that's fine. Go to this ritual altar, and then that upgrades it to this negative energy absorb, and then when we run the Necropolis 2, that would upgrade it yet again. So that is the Bloody Crypt. And I'm just going to run back to the quest area and retake the quest just to show you how that works. So we just take the Emerald Word as usual. Slaying battle docent of negative. That's interesting. We're getting a lot of good guards on armor. I don't know if we'll have enough to sell these, so I'm just going to grab this and probably vendor it because now do not retake the quest here. Well, that's interesting. Repeat the oh, here it is. This will reset the entire chain, so we want to do that. So see, it resets them all. And now we need to repeat and repeat. And so now we need to, you can see that she's not available. We have to basically reflag. We have to run those 4 quests again, and then we'll be able to run that crypt, or that Bloody Crypt one more time. Alright, and that is the Bloody Crypt on normal.